According to the National Institute on Deafness and Other Communication Disorders, approximately 17% or 36 million American adults report some degree of hearing loss. And to share her own personal experience with hearing loss, we have former Miss USA Shawnae Jebbia here this morning. Welcome, Shawnae.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you for being here. Now, you became Miss USA when?
1998.
And you were how old?
27.
Wow. And that must have been the biggest thing in your life.
Yeah, it was. It was fantastic, an unbelievable experience.
And weeks after that, I understand, you start losing your hearing and you're diagnosed with a very serious condition. What was it?
It's called Meniere's disease, and I really didn't know what the heck that was. Tinnitus, ringing of the ears, and I had a fullness in my head. I had clarity issues of speech, water retention. Vertigo was the one symptom I didn't have, so I had the onset of Meniere's.
So when someone was talking to you, you kind of just didn't understand them? You couldn't hear them?
Yeah, the clarity was just awful. I joke about it like Charlie Brown on the phone, you know, the wah-wah.
The wah-wah-wah-wah-wah.
That's what I had. And working in television as a personality, if you can imagine interviewing someone.
Very difficult.
Very difficult.
And I can't imagine what you went through, because I'm thinking, you know, Miss USA, you're in your late 20s, you know, the height of your life. And how did this affect your career?
Well, I was devastated, and my contracts were ending, and I was not performing to my best ability in interviews, auditions. I wasn't able to book work, so it was just, you know, commercials here and there. I was bored. Mentally, I needed stimulation, so I went back to school.
Good for you. And what did you start studying?
I am studying science. I want to become a nurse practitioner. So I'm halfway through a BSN right now and working, so having fun with science.
Excellent. And your experience, you know, with this disability as you were studying, how did you endure that?
You know, it was frustrating before I had my Siemens Pure 700 because the classroom environment was very frustrating for me. I had honors in my first degree, so coming back, I was frustrated because I wasn't quite absorbing the lectures and adapting as well as I could have. So when I moved to Denver, I went to the Commission for the Disabled and went to talk to some people saying, what are my rights? What do I do? I need to have someone transcribe notes. You know, what is the government going to do to help me? Because I need help now. It's been 10 years, I admit it.
And you got it.
Yeah, I'm actually starting back up as a resident in 2 weeks, so I've got the resources I need.
Now let's talk about the technology, because I mean, I love your story, and you're so full of life and inspiration, and you're so positive, which I love.
Thanks.
You have a technology now that you say has changed your life. You have 2 hearing aids in your ears?
Yes, my hearing instruments are by Siemens. They're the Pure 700 with tech. Okay. And this is an apparatus, basically.
It's tiny.
But yeah, it is tiny. So that's a misconception. Hearing aids are really cool now, and they're fun, and they're visually, aesthetically pleasing.
Let me see.
And
fabulous.
They're beautiful. I got it to match my toenails. But
how does it work?
Basically, this is a tech that taps into all the different specific needs for me with hearing in a loud environment, hearing in a private environment, hearing on the phone. I can answer, you know, phone calls in my ear.
Really?
I can watch the television in my ears.
So when your mom calls you, you use this with the hearing aid and you talk to her?
Yeah.
And the TV as well?
Yes, and that was the big one for me. I love my dialogue shows, you know. So for me, not watching closed caption was a big change.
You watched closed caption for a long time?
For 10 years. 10 years.
My goodness.
You know, and trying to catch up with the delay and everything. You know, we do the best that we can. We can't have conversations while you're watching something about a breaking event or whatever it may be, so it would just change my life completely.
What I love is you took a negative and you've made it into such a positive.
Absolutely, still doing so.
And I hope other people see that.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be a great nurse. Good
luck
luck to you.
Just getting started, so thanks.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you want to learn more about hearing loss, the folks at Siemens have a very informative website. Go to usa.siemens.com/hearing. Thank you.